Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. In this series of videos, we're looking at how to mix a track inside of Universal Audio's Luna. Now, in the first video, we looked at insert effects, so we looked at compression and EQ. But in this video, we're going to look at send effects, so we're going to be looking at reverbs and delays. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, like and subscribe and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. Right, let's get to it. So let's have a quick listen to the vocal where we are so far.
I choose my color, won't put me under, I'm voting for you now, you're telling me to sound.
So as you can hear, we've EQ'd and compressed it, but let's add some send effects now so we can make it sit a little bit nicer in the mix. So what I'm going to do is to go to my vocal track and click on my first send. I'm going to push this plus button down here and I'm going to create a new bus and we're going to call it main vocal reverb and push OK. And as you can see, it's created this bus right underneath our lead vocal. I'm going to click on my inserts and let's choose the Lexicon 224 reverb. Right, we need to go back to our track and I'm now going to send some of this vocal to that bus.
I choose my color, won't put me under, I'm voting for you now.
And let's solo it.
You're telling me just how.
Now, straight out the box, this reverb sounds great, but I think we can do a couple of things to it just to make it fit a little bit nicer into the mix. The first thing that I'm going to do is to take it off of small hall A and choose vocal plate. Let's hear that.
I choose my colors, won't put me under, I'm voting for you now.
So I think this is one of the gems of this plugin is the sound of the vocal plate. I think it sounds really, really nice. I'm happy with the reverb time, but I think we've just increased the crossover just a little bit.
I choose my colors, won't put me under, I'm voting for you now. You're telling me just how.
You'll notice it's quite a bright sounding reverb, so we can improve that by bringing down the treble decay a little bit.
I choose my colors, won't put me under, I'm voting for you now. You're telling me just how.
Now that's really starting to get there, but we could also add some pre-delay to this. If you're confused about what pre-delay is the amount of the dry signal that can come through before the reverb kicks in. So let's exaggerate it and let's turn it up full just for the moment.
I choose my colors, won't put me under, I'm voting for you now.
And let's bring it back to a more sensible level.
I choose my colors, won't put me under.
Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's hear that in the mix.
I choose my colors, won't put me under, I'm voting for you now.
Okay, so that's starting to sound really good. I think we can EQ the reverb a little bit more. So I'm going to add an insert effect after the reverb. And let's choose FabFilter Pro Q for this. You can use any EQ you want for this, but this is my go-to. Okay, let's high pass it.
I choose my colors, won't put me under.
And let's decrease the top end just a little bit. And I'm going to add a shelf for this.
You're telling me just how. I'm levitating 10 feet off ground. No one's getting under my skin.
Okay, so that's now really sitting nicely in the mix. Now, I think we could add another reverb to this. Now, if you remember, we added some pre-delay to the Lexicon. Now, with this, what I'm going to do is to add capital chambers in and not use any pre-delay. So let's click on the second send on my vocal track and let's create another bus. But let's call this one capital chambers vocal. Okay, I'm going to go down to that bus and let's insert capital chambers into that. If you haven't used capital chambers, it's such a fantastic sounding reverb. And to be honest, the initial startup patch that it comes with sounds brilliant. So I'm just going to use that.
I choose my colors,
Let's turn up the send.
won't put me under, I'm voting for you now.
And let's solo that.
You're telling me just how. My skin, under my skin.
Now, I'm not going to change much here, but I'm just going to give it a little bit more top end.
My skin.
And let's close that.
Under my skin.
Hear that in the mix.
People talking trash just right now. All I see is backstabs right now. 'Cause I'm back on my feet, but they're dragging me back.
Now, I'm really happy with that so far, but I think we could add some movement to the vocal, and I'm going to do that by adding in a delay. So I'm going to come down to my next send, and let's add another bus here, and we're going to call this vocal main delay. And let's come down to that bus, and in my inserts on that bus, I'm going to choose Soundtoys ECHOBOY. Now, this delay isn't available on the UAD platform, but as Luna can use AU effects, I can just load in my AU version of this. So let's hear where we are so far with it. Let's turn up the send.
People talking trash just right now.
The first thing we need to do with this, as we're using send effects, is to turn the mix all the way up so it's 100% wet. Let's turn the send down a bit. Let's increase the feedback so we get some more repeats.
I choose my color, won't put me under.
Now I want to make the delays fit a little bit better in the mix, so let's increase the low cut and the high cut.
I'm levitating 10 feet off ground.
So I'm really happy with the way that's sounding. I'm not going to change it down here as I just want a single echo. I don't want too much stereo information going on. But one of the great features of this plugin is a saturation here. Now we can increase that just to add a little bit more grit to the delays.
I choose my color, won't put me under. I'm voting for you now. You're telling me to sound.
So I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. I hope you guys got something out of that. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, like and subscribe and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul and I'll see you next time. Cheers.